We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in.
Hi everyone, I'm Jacob, TRS CGL.
I'm Nicholas, Havas GL. Welcome to the last video of this series, where we'll be reviewing some of the items you should buy or bring to haul.
Ooh, I wonder what our first item will be. So, for the first item we have here is the Magic Clean Mop. It is one of the more important items to have in haul because it is convenient and it helps clean your room. So Nicholas, do you have one and how often do you clean your room?
Personally, I don't use a Magic Clean Mop, but instead I use a traditional broom and dustpan to sweep daily as well as mop weekly. So how do you use a Magic Clean Mop?
Well, there are two types of wipes that I use with a Magic Clean Mop. And I always keep it in my room actually. One dry and one wet. So the dry wipes are meant to collect all the dust, hairs and insects around your room. That is my step 1. For step 2, I use the wet wipes to properly clean my room, giving it that nice, refreshing and cool feeling.
So where do you get your wipes from?
Well, lucky for us, Saraca Hall is very well connected to other places. In fact, there's a giant supermarket nearby, just a couple bus stops down at Hall 2.
As an alternative, some of my hallmates actually use a vacuum cleaner to clean their room, which you can easily get online for a cheap price.
I guess that's about it for our first item. Let's move on to the next. For our second item, we have a fridge. I actually had one in hall last semester. I bought it from Mustafa, if I'm not mistaken, and it costed me $90 for a new one. What about you, Nick? Do you have one?
I personally didn't use a fridge in hall last sem, but what I heard from some of my friends is that you can buy or take over one from seniors, or you can easily find one on Carousel for a decent price. So, Jacob, what do you usually store inside your fridge?
Well, some people like to keep their leftover so that they can eat it for another time, microwave it in the pantry. And they can even store groceries that they buy from Giant like I mentioned before. But for me, I have a mini fridge, so it doesn't have any frozen compartments, so I can't really store much. However, I do like to keep lots of milk and fruits.
Sure, bro. No alcohol.
In any case, if you are planning on bringing a fridge, do declare it. If I'm not mistaken, it costs $80 to bring in one per semester. Else if you get caught, you have to pay double the price.
Overall, a fridge is not a necessity, but it's definitely a good to have item that will make your stay in hall much more comfortable. The third item we'll be talking about is the router. This is probably the most important item you'll be needing in your room.
I agree. Only some areas in all have access to the school Wi-Fi, such as study rooms and lounges. So having your own router would be great.
You can easily get a good router like this for $25 at Challenger, or even cheaper for used ones at Carousel.
Personally, I have that exact same model and it works fine in my room. Now for all my gamers, I do recommend bringing an extra set of LAN cable to connect directly to your computer, just so you can make your game run smoothly. Just a personal tip. Most people in hall will definitely have to do laundry at some point in time, so I would recommend getting a foldable clothes rack from IKEA for $10. It can ensure your clothes dry properly after using the dryer. Actually, Saraca Welfare does offer a free rental for the clothes rack, so do make use of that benefit.
Lastly, for those who find it hard to sleep in foreign environments, I would recommend getting a mattress pad to make your sleep in hall more homely. I personally saved up $200 to get a mattress pad from IKEA, and it greatly increased my sleep quality while I was in hall.
This brings us to the end of our video. If you're not sure on what to bring, do check out our freshie guide on our Saraca Hall website. We have a list of items that you as a freshie should bring on your first day. Link in the bio.
Yeah, that'll definitely be helpful. If you'd like to know more about hall, do follow us on our social media channels.
We hope to see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.